problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.
And we are at the main event of the Wild Card playoffs. We are talking about Monday Night Football. We're talking about a lot of Ravens game. We're talking about the Dallas Cowboys and Thomas Edwards Patrick Brady. The third Dallas Cowboys, 12-5 on the year. Tampa Bay, 8-9 on the year. This game's going down January 16th at 8:15 on ESPN Monday Night Football. This line did open up in favor of the Cowboys -3.5, and right now that line is sitting at 2.5 in favor of the Cowboys. The total did open up at 44.5. Right now that line's at 45.5. Let's get to these actual factions for the Dallas Cowboys and all you Cowboys, we them boys nation. The overs hit 5 out of the last 7 games. Hey, real quick, plus, do y'all have a Cowboys problem up there, up north? Is there a lot of Cowboys fans up there?
Nah, we got more Bills fans than anything, right? Buffalo's right there. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I wouldn't
sure
say
it is right there.
Yeah. But we definitely have our. I'd probably say out of every bar, you got 1 or 2 Cowboys fans. You know what I'm saying? Just over there, just being annoying.
Yeah. Well, we got the get back to these actual factions. The Cowboys are 12-4 in the last 16 games straight up. 1-4-1 against the spread in the last 6 games against the Bucks. 14-6 straight up in the last 20 games against the Bucks. 12-5 against the spread in the last 17 games on the road. The unders hit 5 out of the last 7 games when playing on the road against the Bucks. They're 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games when playing against an NFC South opponent, but they're 1-5 straight up in the last 6 games when playing in the month of January. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they're 1-6 against the spread in the last 7 games. The overs hit 4 out of the last 5. The unders hit 6 out of the last 7 games when playing against the Cowboys. They're 1-4 straight up in the last 5 games at the crib. The unders hit 5 out of the last 7 when playing at the crib against the Cowboys, but 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 games against an NFC conference opponent. 9-2 straight up in the last 11 games when played in the month of January. 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 games when playing on a Monday night. Injury reports right now for the Cowboys. Hankins, defensive tackle, he is questionable right now. Linebacker Vander Esch, he is questionable with a shoulder injury. Center Brothas, I know I said that wrong. He's questionable with an ankle injury. Marquise Bell, safety, is questionable as well. Right now, this long list for the Buccaneers. Julio Jones, he is questionable with a knee injury for this game. Logan Ryan's questionable as well. Carl Nassib, he is questionable as well. Center Jensen, he's upgraded to questionable with the knee injury. Donovan Smith, the tackle position, he's questionable. Nose tackle Villa, he's questionable with a calf injury. Carlton Davis, the third, is questionable with a shoulder injury. Mike Edwards, safety, he's questionable as well. And tackle Robert Hennessy, he is questionable with a hamstring injury. Last time we see the Cowboys, they lost 26-6, got handled by the Washington Commanders. In Tampa Bay, they lost 30-17 against the Falcons when the game didn't even really just matter to them. But with that all being said, last game of the night, we've hit our 1 hour and 15-minute mark. Marley, what's the play for the Monday night primetime game?
Oh, man, it's hard for me to bet against Tom. The Cowboys have. I'm in agreement with Leonardo down here. I'm looking at this comment. Cowboys should win, but I feel like Tom can command the team to victory. And that's exactly how I feel. The Cowboys have the better team, in my opinion. But I feel like this game is going to be a typical fucking Tom Brady game. They're going to keep it close. It's going to be close all the way to the fourth quarter. Cowboys might even be winning. They're gonna give 12 a fucking chance with like a minute 25 left with 2 timeouts, and they wouldn't have done shit all game. But you know what? That last drive, they go look unstoppable.
Unstoppable, flawless.
Right
He
gonna
look like he gonna look like he's 28.
He's gonna make every throw that is possible to make. They're gonna get one penalty that everybody's gonna be like, they cheating for the goal.
We've seen this before, dog.
I've seen the story happen before. You know what I'm saying?
And see, we gonna get that text from Mikey Hobo. Shout out to Mikey Hobo. See, I've seen this before.
And fucking that. But this is one thing I do feel real quick. I do feel like Dak been playing like shit, right? Cowboys have been losing. Everybody in the world is probably on the Bucks and the GOAT. Yeah. And that really makes me want to take the Cowboys. I actually believe the Cowboys can win this game. And like Leonardo said, should win this game. They're the better team. But if this game is close and Brady's within a touchdown in the fourth quarter, there is no way I'm betting against that. So give me the Bucks at the crib. I can't go against the GOAT, man. I just can't do it in this scenario. You know what I'm saying? I think they lose next week, whoever they play, depending on who's the matchup, though. I don't think they win it all or nothing like that. But I think they can beat the Cowboys. I think they believe they can beat the Cowboys. This is probably the best matchup they wanted because they played them week 1. They know they've had a struggling season. But I think if anything, that locker room believes like they can go in there. I mean, they can come out of this victory and they're at the crib and beat the Cowboys. I'm sure they're in the locker room saying, let's just keep it close. Get it to the fourth quarter, and we'll see what happens. And we know in the fourth quarter, fucking going to execute. Who's going to execute more, a Mike McCarthy team or a Tom Brady led team? And the Bucks. I don't know. Give me the Bucks, man.
Speaking of the devil,
I like the Cowboys really too. But
hey, we was just talking about you. We're doing a show right now. Literally, we was just talking about you. We were talking. I said, "You gonna get that text? We gonna get that text from Mikey." When Tom Brady leads the team to that flawless drive at the end, and we gonna be like, "See."
Oh, y'all on the late night shit.
We on the late night, man. But yeah, we on the show, man. I'm gonna hit you when I get off.
All
right. My bad, peoples. So Marley likes who you going with? Bucks. You like the Bucks plus 2.5 plus. How you feel about this one?
I'm glad me and Marley back on the same page because you cannot fade the GOAT. You cannot fade. GOATs don't take fades, man. Yeah. GOATs got long beards. You braid them up. You know what I'm saying? But you never fade the GOAT. Yeah, it's gonna be the Bucks all day. It's just like how you said, Marley. Like they look good on paper. When you see them, when you see all the players, Parsons, like we could name them stars for days. Zeke, Pollard, Dak. That's the team that's supposed to beat. They can, they should, but they will not. And this has happened. It happened against the Commanders. They really should have just had that one in the bag. That was easy. Jacksonville, they didn't show up. They didn't show up against Philly earlier in the year. That game mattered now that, you know, all the wins and losses are tabulated. And they didn't show up when they were supposed to. Week 1 against who else? The GOAT himself, Tampa Bay. They win it 19-3. I think I'm just going to be the first person to just say this, you know, and I mean, we'll just let it run. Hopefully it doesn't go too viral, but Dak sucks. There it is, everybody. It's out. It's out now. You know, they ain't cut. I'm not taking it back. I'm standing on it like a Skip Bayless tweet. Dak sucks. Like the back-to-back picks. Like, what more do we need to see from Dak to realize he's just not your guy? He's not a big gamer. I don't want to ask for Cooper Rush to be back, but I feel like Cooper Rush was doing his thing, and they interrupted a flow that was going on. You know why? Because he was a backup. He might have been a third string back in the day. I don't know. But he plays within the system. Dak's going to go out there, try to be a hero. Clutch moments are going to happen. We know Brady. We know he's clutch. Dak is not too clutch. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I'm going to be real with you, worst team against the spread all year, but don't mind if I do. And Mike Evans said it himself. When those receivers are healthy, it doesn't matter what DBs you got. He said that on purpose. He's trying to get this team up for this game. Last I checked, in the last 4 home underdog spots, the Bucs have covered 3 of them. Brady is 7-0 versus the Cowboys in his career. Make it 8-0. Bucs 2.5 all day. That's why they call me point spread plus. I'm taking the point.
Let's go. Man, if David Pollard shows up, I'm going to be pissed. But I'm riding with Patrick Edwards,
Thomas.
Brady the third, Thomas. That's how I'm doing it right now. I'm going to take them with the points plus 2.5. Tom Brady has never lost to the Buccaneers. Tom Brady is still Cowboys. I'm sorry, has never lost to the Cowboys. He's still the GOAT. They're at home, but can they be fooling us? Can the Cowboys? Is that what Vegas wanted? We trying to beat Vegas? Is that what they wanted? Cowboys, go ahead and look like shit against the Redskins. I mean the Commanders. Excuse me. Do not copy strike us. Go out here against the Commanders. Take a shit bag in that game so you can come back and bounce back because they do have the weapons. They got the guys on defense. They got a guy in the secondary. They got arguably the best defensive player, in my opinion, in Micah Parsons on the field. They got Pollard, who's just at any moment can take a quick screen and make it into a home run. They got the receivers, but they got Dak Prescott. And with that being said, this is a Monday night football game. And I think what people in America enjoy most than seeing their favorite team winning the Super Bowl is seeing the Cowboys lose in the playoffs. With that being said, I'm taking the Buccaneers money line. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
Hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in. I am the coach. That is Marley Bets, and we are joined by a special guest, No Caps Bets.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.